Is there value, in your opinion, to African-centered academies or black private schools or black public school academies?
Well, one of the reasons why I think parents get involved with that is because it is a real luxury to be able to send our children to a school where we know they will be reaffirmed, where we know that the onslaughts to their self-esteem will not be based upon race, which is not to say that in an all-black setting they may not be picked on because of gender, because they look funny, because they're buck-toothed, because of, you know, whatever. But that's at least one less layer that we would have to deal with in an all-black setting. The reality is, though, is that not a lot of parents have access to that, unfortunately. And so when parents don't, what they need to do then is focus on making sure that our children are in settings where they will be reinforced and will feel positively about themselves as African American children, where the teacher or the daycare provider understands what our culture is and understands when our children are expressing that culture. So I'll give you an example. When my 4-year-old was in a preschool setting, she was in some play group, and the teacher and all these other children were doing some sort of sport where they were saying, "Say it loud, say it loud." And then she said, "I'm black and I'm proud." And then she covered up her mouth, and the teacher said, "No, no, no, it's okay, it's okay." Because she felt a little taken aback because she was the only black child in that setting. But her teacher understood. He listens to James Brown, he knows our music, and understands that I'm not creating some paramilitary organization in my household, but that my daughter listens to James Brown, and this is one expression of that. So he wasn't threatened by it and was able to support her in that. So when I talk to parents about what it is that you need to have for your children in educational settings, many of us would like our children to be in all black settings, but then if you don't have the luxury of having that, what you need to do is make sure that those people who take care of our children understand our needs, understand our culture, and are held accountable for making sure that our children are reaffirmed as African American children.